Colorado, you blew it. You blew it so freaking hard, man. 71 to 53, under 30 seconds left. You blew it. We could have had Bill Walton's dream come true, but you blew it, Colorado.
Man, you're being rude. Out of the gate.
USC is up 10-3 against Kansas. If Colorado would have done this, this would have been what? 9? That would have been 10-0 for the Pac-12.
Yeah, but I'd rather the streak go with them than with men's us. When we go to USC. So
that's very true. That's very true. Man. It would have been more poetic though, because then it's like if it was Oregon versus USC, and then the loser of that, it's like you're passing the sword, and you absorb their power. Hopefully that's the same deal, but I really hate that. I hate it. Anyways, we're not here to talk about Colorado though. We're here to talk about women's basketball, baby. Are you saying something or are you just dancing?
I'm just dancing. I'm just excited.
Okay. I thought there was...
Don't mind me. Go ahead. Say the thing that you need to say. Hey, what's up, Adam's hand?
So this is the Quack 12 podcast, the Quack 12 Live edition. We're here to talk about the first round of Oregon women's basketball. We've been doing these for men's basketball, and it has been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
You've been watching with that. I mean, this morning was a treat. It was rad.
I had to text Uli after the game and be like, we won. It was totally worth waking up early for.
Mm-hmm. We woke up. We were ready. 12-3 USC is. Now this USC win is just going to piss me off because what Colorado did. Shame on you, Colorado. Anyways.
Hey. Let it be like Frozen, man. Let it go.
Well, okay. We already talked about the Minions. We can't get any more juvenile on this show. Let me tell you how the rest of the Pac-12 is doing in the women's basketball tournament. Stanford destroyed Utah Valley 87-44. So holy cow.
Cool.
Yeah, that's insane. Tomorrow they're going to play against Oklahoma State. Other Pac-12 teams, obviously today we play the South Dakota Coyotes. And then if we were to win, we would play Georgia because they just beat Drexel. Other than that, actually, I mean, Oregon State did beat Florida State, which is more than I can say for Colorado. Anyways, Oregon State will take on 1 seed South Carolina.
I'm just going to let it be, man.
I'm just pissed, dude.
Yeah, I get it.
And then UCLA is taking on Wyoming actually like right now. Like both games are kicking off at the same time, unfortunately. Right. But so we'll keep an eye on that. They'll probably beat Wyoming. UCLA is a good squad. And then we'll see. Somewhere. Yeah, we got some more here. Of course, Arizona took on Stony Brook, beat them by like 30 plus points. Now they're going to take on BYU, 11 seed BYU. And outside of that, I don't think
good.
Yeah, we're good outside of that. Except Washington State. Washington State lost. That was a bummer too. They pulled a Colorado. Yeah. Oh, and ASU. I do believe ASU also made it, and I do believe they also lost. So there you have it. That is the look around the Pac-12 for women's basketball. But let's just focus on what's important here. You know what I'm talking about, the Ducks.
Amen, brother man.
It's been a tough season. It's been a tough season for the Ducks. They are currently, this is not a record you wanted to be associated with when you're talking about such a legendary team like this. 13-8, 10-7 in Pac-12 play. That includes they lost their first game against the Beavers.
13-8 doesn't sound as bad as it feels.
Yeah, I felt pretty bad. It just was very underwhelming.
Yeah.
And so all I can really say, I mean, that was obviously, we got swept by Stanford, swept by UCLA, swept by Arizona. We
don't want to talk
Oregon
about
State the first time, but then they beat us. No. I think we beat them twice in the regular season, but then we lost to them. That's right, in the postseason. Really rough.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, man. It was a bummer all around. And I'm ready to be redeemed. That being said, so we got to watch out. Their go-to player here is Hannah Sjerven. I think that's how you say her name. Hannah Sjerven. 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 That sounds right. She's averaging 17.1 points, 9.7 rebounds, 2.3 blocks per game. She's a 6'3", 2-time Summit League Defensive Player of the Year. So she should actually be doing a pretty good battle against, well, probably Prince, but we'll see if Sabali can play, because there's 3 players who are somewhat questionable going in this game. Obviously, that's not including Tahina Pau Pau, who's just straight out, at least till April. Niara Sabali, she was tentative.
I got to ask you one question really quick.
What's that?
What happens in April that Pau Pau could possibly come back for?
You just need to, at least, I think it's fair. They're just saying, like, you need at least a month on that injury. They're usually pretty good at these things, so they don't want to push it. So, and plus it's probably like they don't want to waste it on the first 2 rounds. Technically, they should be able to handle the first 2 rounds without Pau Pau.
She could come back while the tournament is still happening.
Yeah, bro, April.
What's
there's only
date?
The 22nd.
How long does this thing go? Jeez.
Oh, Aaron, you're in it for the long run, baby.
Is this the rest of my life?
Hopefully. Wouldn't this be better than the rest of your life?
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So, oh man, Colorado just got me in a funk. I almost feel like I lost. I almost got their loser stench on me.
Yeah.
I'm pissed, Buffs. But that being said, Pac-12 still doing amazing in men's basketball, amazing in women's basketball. But I think we're gonna win this, but I'm still a tad nervous. You know why? Aaron?
Oh, dude, I am riddled with fear.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm glad we're doing it live because it'll tamper down any emotions that could well up from within. And totally scared shitless about this game. Yeah,
well, and it's not per se because of the competition. The best team that this team, the Coyotes, have beat is Bradley, and Bradley has already lost in this.
Bradley is getting stomped currently by Texas.
Yeah, exactly. We are watching that right now.
Yeah, we are in the final seconds of that whooping. And
so this team that got stomped by Texas is the best win that the other team has.
Well, it looks here.
But who knows?
I mean, but their record of 17-11, that seems technically better than ours.
Well,
exactly the same almost.
Their conference is way, way, way weaker than the Pac-12. The Pac-12
so
has
they're fighting. They're playing easier.
Chumps, man. Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know, man.
They're in a truck stop campus. What I will say though,
truck stop campus. Brutal.
I meant to say conference. Truck stop conference. It's hard to be Bill Walton. I will say what's really scaring me. See, this is what I like.
What do you like?
Levitt's Pepsi. Pac-10 still undefeated, baby. That's right. That's right. Let's kick out Washington, kick out Colorado. Pac-10 undefeated. I love it. What's scaring me is not the team per se, but just our shooting percentages have been pretty god awful. And if they continue, then any team could beat us, or at least keep it close, even if they shouldn't. So,
Adam, I was about to say something quite revelatory and very surface.
Let's hear it.
Surface level wisdom here. The only team that has successfully beat the Ducks this season are the Oregon Ducks.
I mean, that's true in the Vegas sense.
In the Las Vegas sense.
In the absolute Vegas way it is, but it's less true in the way that, like, I would say Stanford just beat us. Maybe not Stanford, maybe got a case there, but UCLA just kicked our ass. And Arizona.
Well, why did they kick our ass? Because we can't hit threes, and it's all we wanted.
Because they were better than us. It's not all we wanted. We were hitting everything else. It was also we were just committing turnover over turnover because their defense is so good.
Look, we've already discovered that you're better at this than me. Just let me have it, okay?
That's not you have it.
We already know.
Good point, Aaron.
Yeah.
I'm nervous, man. I don't like it. I'm waiting for this game. Right now, the Trojans are up 12-7. I'm not sure. I think Kansas is down because of COVID. Like maybe it has some key players down or not playing right now, but I'm not sure.
Crap. I heard something. I believe Kansas is missing a player.
A player? Okay.
That's what I felt like I heard.
Here we go.
Possibly
I'm just seeing
3.
number 6 Oregon, number 11 South Dakota on my screen in the Alamo region.
19-5 to 13-8, but you say that doesn't really matter.
Not really.
We're going to find out.
I think the Ducks will win this one. And I think their shooting percentage will be better than it's been. I'm going to try to find it here, actually. Here we go.
Yeah.
So as a team, points per game, 73.1. That's all right. Clearly not good enough. We lost some games.
Good.
But the shooting percentage,
what, 60-ish?
Shooting percentage, 28.4. Wait, hold on.
Terrible.
No. 0.447 shooting percentage, and that's after a really a hot streak at the beginning of the season, and then we just cooled down. A lot of times hitting the like 0.333, and then we have 3-point percentage 0.355. That's just not going to do it. It looks like we're seeing some footage of Sabali, and just because they're promoting her so much, I would like to believe
she's going to be in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I believe it was a resting situation in those practices and not so much a we're scared for injuries.
Yeah, absolutely. Tahina obviously out.
There she is, hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
How do I get one of those shirts?
I don't know. That's a good shirt.
Just us Ducks.
Sabali out there. Aaron Boley out there. Cracking smiles, having fun. I see Taylor Mikesell. I mean, we knew those other two were going to be in there. There's Sedona Prince. This is what I love, Aaron. Get Prince and Sabali out there. And then it's either, I'm not quite sure who that is. It's either Jazz Shelley or Maddie Shelley.
Oh, man, here we go. Jump ball, baby.
Prince earned that one.
Let's see where we're synced up. Jump.
Oh, it just happened. Sorry. I'm at 952.
952.
That's not bad. I can pause it even. For a couple seconds.
Don't worry about
Actually, it's Sling. Don't worry. It'll slow down.
The commercial breaks will do something, won't they?
I think it's actually just Sling, too. Like, it always seems to. I think you're on something, though. Ooh, we got a block from Jazz Shelley. She came to play, baby.
Yeah.
I like the intensity already. My favorite thing in the world is if Taylor Mikesell just went down and drained a 3. 15-7 USC versus Kansas, by the way. Liking that. Ooh, man. So Coyotes on the board first with a double. Well, not double, a bucket.
That's fine.
Little jumper. We got Shelley top the key.
I'm not going to be too afraid until I see the first 3.
Then you're going to be horrified.
Well, I'm curious. Oh, boy. I'm curious about when it's going to show up. Are we going to...
Ooh, nice steal. The defense has never really been the problem in my mind.
No, I wouldn't say so.
I like that.
Behind the back, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There we go, and he converted it to points. That's what
I gotta
like
say,
to see.
Shelley, like from what we saw last season, and obviously the high point was her hitting 10 freaking 3-pointers. Looks like they will be getting
2.
Long two. Okay. Oh, it's Maddie Shear. I thought for sure that was Jazz Shelley. It is Maddie Shear. Maddie Shear's been very impressive. I can see why you want to put her as a start. Shit, every time I've seen her on the court, I've been very excited to see her.
You got any digits on her?
Tied 4-4. Like, what are her stats?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Stall.
Okay. Well,
Maddie Shear.
Dakota's got the
19
ball back,
games
and they
played.
are what?
Maddie Shear, 19 games played. 1 game started before this.
Get that ball back.
Looks like she's averaging 13.8 minutes scoring. Sorry.
Yeah, so the question becomes, how long does she stay in then, yeah?
If she's doing well, I think they're going to keep her in for a while.
Oof. Man, this is a lot of back. Ooh, and grabbed it back. Bravo.
She's been up and down scoring wise. She's averaging 2.6 points per game, so really up and down. But
up by 2.
She's been good.
6'4".
I think she's a good addition to the team.
Yeah.
Kind of what they've been needing. I mean, anyone who can hit an open shot would be nice.
I feel like I haven't seen too much of her myself, but
she'll pop in and out.
Yeah, okay.
But even during crucial games, there you go.
Another great steal, taking it all the way. Points.
Honestly, my dream is that we become that Baylor team that beat Sabrina Ionescu in 2019. The one where they shot like 2 3-pointers the whole game, but they still beat us because they just had 2 dominant post players.
Yeah.
I like the intensity.
Yeah.
I
Can't
just
fault them on that.
It's hard for me to think that there's a lineup that's better than having Prince and Sabali out there at the same time.
You mean even if on our team, or you mean
on our team? And not in general. I'm saying on our team right now for who we have.
Yes, agree.
They're just clearly
like, wow, that's what you like to see. Just keeping strong.
It's better than having guards. Ooh, yeah, Coyotes are having a tough time too. So
yeah, but they're playing tough. They're down.
Was that the first 3? Thank God.
There we go. The first 3 is in, and it looks so easy, folks.
We'll see.
Dakota looks like they're scrambling just a touch, eh?
Yep, it was Bully. Honestly, that should really be. That's Bully's bread and butter, so that is a very good sign. You could see how extra excited she was almost. Like that didn't used to be as big a deal.
Yeah. She's like, I got it back, baby.
I'm looking at Charles Barkley in a robot chair right now.
So am I.
Really? See,
Sir, because we're on a national channel, we may in fact be getting the same commercials this time.
I'm looking at beanbags with Spike Lee and Samuel Jackson's face. Capital One.
I'm a Capital One user, and since we are in commercial breaks, I should say it's fine.
Okay, good. I was like, don't sponsor Capital One.
There's one location in all of Seattle, and it's right down by fucking Amazon HQ. So if I ever want to deposit cash, which is rare, then I have to drive all the way down there.
I'll tell you this much, Aaron. I may be a little too cocky, but if USC were to win this game, I ain't afraid of USC. Not even a little. If
USC
were to win this game, which
you're not afraid of them. That's the statement. I see.
Not afraid of them. They're leading 18-10 right now. 7:40 left.
Now I am getting a bit confused because so much is going on. That is the men's team, correct?
That is the men's team. Yes.
So we are going to be getting updates on the men's USC team through the game that we are currently watching. Got it. Great.
Yeah. Just so we know who we're playing. It's crucial.
Oh, you have to know. Yeah. Know thy enemy.
Exactly. You get it, Aaron. I'm still pissed at Colorado. I'm sorry. I just can't let it go. We could have been perfect.
I mean, what are you going to do? Be angry tomorrow?
Yeah, I probably will be.
I mean, you're creating a system in which you'll never be happy.
Yeah. Welcome to capitalism. I gotta say.
Oh, I was gonna say welcome to therapy with Aaron Schroeder.
It's truly like all these fast food restaurants never heard of a fucking chicken sandwich before. Am I right, people? Like they've been around.
But they're changing all of theirs.
They're all trying to do like the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're updating buns and they're crispying up and making bigger patties.
Yeah.
It's actually a little bit more like chicken than it used to be.
A little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, you get it.
But, I will say this. I got the McDonald's one. And I don't know if it was the location, but the sandwich is, in fact, that piece of chicken, 2 pickle slices, and that is it.
Yeah, no, it's like that's what they all are. I mean, like I don't want to be like fast food snob, but like there you go. Ionescu, Sably, Hebert. Hell yeah, baby.
I have a feeling Chick-fil-A got hit somehow in the bread bank, and now all the other companies are buying up their like food stored, whatever you call it.
I think it's just trendy.
Surface.
And it's easy because they all have chicken. I mean, you're basically.
But Chick-fil-A has been doing it for so long, you would assume that someone else would jump on that Chick-fil-A joint. All they're doing is the Chick-fil-A.
Well, they are. I mean, like, because Wendy's still had the spicy chicken the whole time. 13-4 right now. I did not keep up with the score.
You love to see that. Now then, back to what's important here, and that is a game of basketing balls.
Here we go. See, yeah, I do love seeing just Sably and Prince going at it like that. Just back to back, going for the rebounds and such.
Yeah, but I like to see it go in more.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Gonzaga had quite the game. They won by like 16 points over Oklahoma. So, well, I mean, West Coast is still dominating in general, that's for sure. Gonzaga looks like if we get to the point where we have to play Gonzaga in the men's tournament, I'm basically just going to be like, well, it was fun while it lasted.
Hey, do we have any bracket updates for the women's?
Let me look. You mean where we're at in the competition?
Exactly. Egg salad.
It may be taking me a second.
Man, Dakota looking tough out there. I wouldn't want to be on that team right now.
Yeah, well, at least, you would hope that they're playing like they know they're the underdogs. They're the under-yotes.
The what?
The under-yotes.
Coyotes.
Coyotes, right. I don't know. Who knows? USC, all right. Ooh. Sably. She had 2 people on her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Does that come with the extra point?
No, it looks like it was a foul. It looked like it. Oh, you know what? I think that was charging. I don't think they called the bucket. That's why I thought she was going like, that's right, I did that. But she was like, my bad.
Yeah. It looked a little chargy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's see. What are we going to do now? What are we going to do?
Okay, let me pull up the brackets here. Ionescu fanboy, that's who I am. Part of the Quack 12. Okay. So number 1 is ESPN Not So Super Fan 87 with 250 points. Way to go.
I think we knew that.
Mega Drygon, our friend Megan, I believe a Patreon sponsor, so thank you. 230. Tied with Megan is your boy Ionescu fanboy.
Oh, wow.
Right behind that is Christinke's Choice, still doing strong in both brackets.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then I'm nowhere, huh?
What was your name?
I don't know.
You entered it? I don't. Unless it was Chicken Mujer.
Nope.
Then no, you didn't enter it in our bracket. But I
know because I did it as soon as you told me to.
Did you enter?
It's just so confusing because when you go to ESPN's website, the drop-down menus change not only names but locations.
When you go
between men and women's.
I was about to say
it's fucking stupid.
It does make it way harder to like even find the women's basketball.
Dude, they change it to this like silly name that I'm like, you just downplayed the fuck out of this bracket system for them.
Yeah, it is a lot. I'll give you that. It is harder for some reason.
It is stupid. It's like, how did you not just copy paste the men's website and then put in the different players? It's not hard.
You can do the app, but I mean the app really wasn't working for me. Like it literally wouldn't
get into the bracket in time, I guess, because the thing is confusing. But
both of ours. Mine will represent both of us. We will.
You don't have any other. We don't have any other people on that bracket.
Oh, we got some more, but I don't want to talk to. You got to be in the elite to really be mentioned on this show. Is anything from Dakota ever top anything? Well, there's North Dakota and then there's South Dakota. So there's one is topping the other. I guess that's about it.
So there you go.
Yeah. 18-8. Erin Boley, that is what we need. Actually hitting her threes, and it looks like she's doing a great job.
Isn't Mount Rushmore in South Dakota?
I think so.
So that's pretty high up there. I also think the Tetons are somewhere around there. They're tall.
There's probably corn. I don't know if they have the top shelf corn. That's probably Iowa, but yeah. Okay, so let's
Nebraska has good corn.
I think they all got. I think the whole middle of the country is good corn country.
Zippy passing going on right now, looking great. Take it in. Oh,
back to Shelley. Not just Mike Sell hits the three. There we go.
Player is down.
Yeah,
ball
really
hits him on the back.
Who is it? Oh, it's freezing up for me. I guess I'll look at the other game down
for
here.
South Dakota.
I
don't know who it is.
I believe that's the star player. Yeah, they don't have their names. Do they?
Ooh, big fall over her own player. That is a bummer.
Yeah, she's at least walking.
I don't want to tell tales of places and things.
Sports related. What about the North Dakota State University Bison? Don't they win the D2? I think it's D2. I don't know. They win some football title every year. That's about it, though.
D2 is a movie, and that came from Hollywood.
That's right.
So
I think they're the only winners out of any Dakota, though. 21-8. First quarter's not even over. I mean, looking pretty dominant. This may be a pretty leisurely win for us, especially for him.
I'm going to put it out there that there may be some kind of ice sport champion from the Dakotas.
That makes sense. Look like Sabli's on the sideline drinking some water.
Yeah, well, she was up in that scuffle. She was up in that.
Yeah, you're right. Was it just a head?
She gets right up. I mean, she's just a little tender on that knee.
On her throat?
Knee?
Oh, she did this. So I'm guessing she got hit in the jaw.
Yeah, when they were all down
like
that
this
scrim.
too. Like
it's called a scrum.
I'm sure she's all right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to.
No jinxing.
It didn't look. I mean, even the South Dakota player that was holding her head, I don't think she really hit her head that hard.
I think that 31-21. USC is in the lead. 3:43 left in that game. Yara Sabali.
In the game?
Oh, sorry, in the half.
I was about to say it only started at 6:40.
A lot going on. Well, they're looking good. If you hit this is the thing. If we can hit the three, if we can get a reliable 3-point shooter, the world is open to us. Who knows how far we can go?
It's true.
We've got the interior talent to really do something here.
It's true.
Like if teams were playing small ball, we wouldn't be like a Iowa men's basketball team relying on their one player. We got a really talented roster here. Ooh.
Get it back. Get it back. There you go.
Maddie Shear. Gotta like that.
Woo!
That high intensity play.
Yeah, but I condone the use of the backboard, but you got to know how to use the backboard.
I mean, she took the shot. That's all she needed. She needed to get fouled while she was taking the shot.
Ah, I see. You think she was being sneakies.
Yeah, she's playing the game. You play the game to win, Aaron.
Yep.
I actually want, this is the kind of basketball jersey I want. I want I think UNESCO. The women's basketball style, I know they come in men's sizes. I think I'd want that. They're not that different.
What's the difference?
I think there's a slight difference.
Like the lines or the numbers or something?
I think it's the way it's lined up is my guess. But yeah, I know they sell a men's and a women's version of it. It may just be a huge racket. I don't know.
But in the men's section, they call it the women's team's jersey style?
I don't know exactly. It's been a while since I took a shift at the Duck store, Aaron. But next time I'm there. Ooh. Okay. 23-8. I mean, we're on pace for 100-point game, so we're doing well. The defense is looking. I mean, the defense has looked this good the entire season. So,
yeah, I will say it is odd to be back on the quarter system after this morning.
No, it is really hard to.
That ping pong back and forth is odd.
Over. I usually hate the half system that men's basketball has, but in like March Madness setting, it's awesome. It works way better almost
because it feels like it zips through it better or something.
It feels like it's through it, even though psychologically, it's like there's no difference. Like they take commercial breaks.
Yeah, it's just they just change how they put chunks of commercials in.
Yeah, it doesn't make any difference. Oh my god, I'm yawning. We got up early, folks. You can't blame us. So let's look over here. Sedona Prince, 3 of 3 from the floor, 6 points. Niara Sabali, 4 points, 2 of 3. That's pretty much what you expect from them. And then Aaron Boley, this is the true wild card. How good of play can we get from Aaron Boley? 4 of 5, 2 of 2 from 3-point land. Yeah.
Okay. Woo!
25-8.
Just heat out there.
Mm-hmm. Sedona Prince winning battles on and off the court. She got all these ladies some actual like proper workout equipment when they just had a small rack for curls, and now she's out here kicking butt. This is her real workout.
She is a full head taller than anyone on the South Dakota team.
Yeah. Taylor Chavez is out there. It looks like instead of Sabali. Sabali's still on the sideline. Taylor Chavez has got to be itching to play. I mean, she's had a really rough season. A lot of like stop and go because of a bunch of personal reasons or COVID protocol. And she was such a fun part of last season.
Do we know the personal reasons?
One was like a death in the family. One was COVID protocol.
Sure.
25-8.
Ugh. We're way up ahead and that's good, but some of this looks pretty ugly.
It's not too bad. It's, I'm feeling
not
good.
Not what I'm used to. Usually they just dominate so hard. This whole season was so hard to get used to.
Well, Aaron, another thing that's pretty crazy is like really taken into play, like even more so than the men's Pac-12 team, which obviously like Pac-12 ended up being pretty damn good in men's ball.
Yeah.
With the women's basketball, it's like the Pac-12 is even more elevated. Every team is so much better.
Right.
That a lot of these teams we're going to play in March Madness would not be like they would have a worse record than us if they played the same schedule, or that they would like we would beat them even on an off like week for Pac-12 play.
Mm-hmm.
So in that sense, it kind of helped us. It made us sharpened us.
Sure.
But let me look.
Still don't feel good. Doesn't change the fact that last year it was total domination.
Well, that wasn't a bad first quarter. It wasn't a bad first quarter.
I mean, last year the Ducks were so dominant that we covered volleyball for a little bit because they were amazing as well.
Volleyball's still doing very good, actually.
Yeah.
That's been a little on me. I haven't brought them up in the quack facts. I'll pepper them in more often.
Yeah.
Softball and baseball still doing very well, by the way.
I was gonna ask, but didn't want to pressure you into giving out information you didn't have readily handy.
We'll talk about that a little later. So my friend, let's say Oregon beats South Dakota today. They go against 3-seed Georgia. Let's say they beat Georgia. They would go against either 2-seed Louisville or 7-seed Northwestern. Let's say they beat them. That's how far they would have to go to play another Pac-12 team. And that, at that point, I believe would be the Elite 8, and that team would be Stanford. So we would deserve it at that point.
Wow.
And if we were...
Now, how do you know who we would play 2 rounds from now already?
Because you can look at the bracket. You can see, like...
other teams already advanced that far, and we're just now...
I'm saying that's how far it would go Like, that's the closest we could play Stanford. If
Oh,
Stanford
sure.
didn't win,
Because
then
you can see how it could work out. I get it.
yeah, if Stanford didn't win, then it would be all the way to the Final Four until we actually played a Pac-12 team.
Dang.
So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, Georgia's good, but like Pac-12's the best conference in women's basketball. So I am afraid. We could lose any of these games. We could win any of these games. 25-8 is a pretty damn good start.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Going into the second quarter, yeah, if you do 25 points every quarter,
it's a 100-point game, baby. I mean, dude, that'd be 100-32. Oh, they're showing the TikTok of when they get. I mean, of course, it's a heartwarming story. It's also just kind of a fucked up situation where it's like the NCAA. We're just so used to them being evil.
Look who just stood up.
Sably, right?
Is she coming out though?
Little gingerly. Pow Pow's there.
She might be sitting out.
She looked at. No, she's going out. All right, that's good. Good sign. I think I saw her going out.
I'm not for sure I did.
I gotta say, Prince has got that Ionescu look in her eyes. She's ready to just.
She's out there. Okay.
She's dragging this team across the finish line, kicking and screaming. Ooh, Chavez. Coming in hot. Oh, man. USC up 40-21. There's only 42 seconds left in that half. So 25-8. Oregon women's basketball. Make that. No, it remains 25-8 after a Sedona Prince rebound. That is, I got to say this. You're sacrificing a little bit of speed and a little bit of the deep shot. Only a little bit, because actually Prince and mainly Sably are decent at the three, but they're not going to take that shot a lot.
Yep.
What you're sacrificing there, you have to make up for it with rebounds. If you're having two players that tall, that dominant, that, you gotta win the battle of the boards. Coyotes miss a deep three. I mean, this feels like practice to me, and that could be the best thing.
I hope so.
I tell you, they just got to think of this as this is a new season.
It's a little baby season.
It's a little baby season. It's the most important baby season ever.
Yeah.
Mike Sell. Mike Sell.
There we go. You love to see points like that.
I think Mike Sell could really help us out. I mean, she's got a lot of experience. I believe she was transferred from Maryland. She was their leading scorer. She's had actually some really great days. Even against Oregon State, she looked great. She had one of the best days. I think she had a career high, maybe, or something like that. But
yeah, there was something like that. I remember
she scored like 20 plus points. So I think it's a good Beaver squad. I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna see. This is better if it's brighter. Messing with my lighting. That's how you know it's a dominant victory when we got time to mess with the lighting. There we go. Why not?
You're calling it a dominant victory already?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I just, I'm not quite seeing what I would need to see from the Coyotes to think that there's even a possibility of comeback. I ain't even going to knock on wood.
Yeah, they're kind of missing everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we have how many minutes it's been since their last bucket? Because they've been sitting at 8 for a while.
That's a good question, man. Okay, well, it's actually pretty easy because they ended the first quarter 8, so I can look at. See, I wish I had my stat broadcast here. This is where it really come in. I could tell you they entered this quarter. My statbroadcast.com. I can tell you that they entered this quarter with 8 points, so they haven't scored in the second yet.
And that's tough, They got to get a couple extra on there, I think, to get there.
They scored a 3-pointer with 30 seconds left in the first quarter, but before that, they made some free throws. I mean, yeah, they're just
and 22 or 32 was sitting out there at the 3-pointer, totally alone, and didn't even try to take the shot.
And sometimes you're just not that kind of player. But
yeah,
if you're down this much, maybe you go, screw it, coach. I'm hitting
yeah,
the
exactly. If you're down by this much, you kind of start thinking about, well, where can I get them?
Yeah. That is what I like about Sabali. That's their star player, 34 there. That's what I like about Sabali is like if she's out there open, she's like, well, this may not be my forte, but yeah, I'm taking this shot, and she'll usually hit it. I will say I tried the Wendy's classic chicken sandwich. I liked it a lot. Then again, it is just kind of that genetic. They're all.
Did you jump into a Wendy's commercial?
I did down here.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm still on
but
the game.
That was on my for the USC game. Looks like they're up. Significant chunk. They're doing good, man. 40-21 at the half. It looks like.
What did we have at the half this morning?
So we had more than 40, but I think they had like close to 42. It was pretty nuts, dude. I think we had a 10-point lead, so it's probably like 47-37 or something.
Well, so are you projecting now that we're going to be going against them?
Who's? Oh, USC?
Yeah.
I think so. I haven't been watching this USC Kansas game all that much, but they just seem like, from what I hear, Kansas is kind of troubles, and USC is really finding their stride, and the Pac-12 is the best. I was a little harsh on Colorado. I'll take it back a bit.
Wow,
I was a little angry. Buffman, at least you got to the second round. I'll say that much.
It just took you a couple minutes, huh? You had to get into it.
Got me angry. Got me angry. It hurt my bracket doing that. All right. Okay, so women's, they're doing so solid. Let's see. We got Prince 3 of 3 still. Hasn't really taken any more shots. 10 points for Boley. There you go.
Gotta like that.
9 rebounds. They're out rebounding us 11-9. I do not like that. And Sturvin, their hot player, their hot hand, 2 of 7 from the floor. So both of them 3-pointers. So that's pretty amazing. No. Both of them, I think, and ones. So we're fouling her, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to say on that rebound thing, I think the reason why they're out rebounding us is from the moments that I can remember off the top of my head, there was always like 3 of them underneath the bucket to our like 1 player.
Yeah. That's tough. When there's just more
They just congregate there because they need to rebound if they're going to, because they need to be taking more shots than us if they're going to keep up with us, right?
Yeah, I do wish that, we just had more frantic energy to get those rebounds, because you don't got to be the biggest person like out on this court. It's not like they got a bunch of 6'3" players. They got like 1 out there. So
yeah.
Oh man, Isaiah Mobley, 14 points, 5 of 9. Way to go, USC. I hope we don't lose to them. I think we could beat them. I mean, they beat us pretty bad, but I really think we got a good shot. I wonder if Vegas will like us more than them.
Wait, that game is tomorrow?
No. I think it's Thursday.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong. No, it's probably Friday. I'll try to look it up.
Oh, no. Okay, now I see why it goes into April. I honestly believed
it was boom, 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 boom.
It was like, now the next day you play again. Oh, you won? Okay, the next day you play again.
Sunday, March 28th is the next time the Ducks will play against, to be decided.
Tons of time off.
Oh, yeah. Well, especially when you think about for the Ducks, they had like 10 days off, played 1 game, and then they're going to have like till Sunday. So they're doing pretty good. They're going to have 5 full days off. I mean, there's going to be some practices in there, but honestly, Aaron, this is kind of the boring game I wanted. If I'm being real.
Oh, this game is so boring.
It's incredibly boring. But it's a good sign for the Ducks.
I guess. I honestly feel like they're kind of playing boring because they're not really hitting a lot anymore themselves.
Yeah. It is a lot of just...
They look sloppy against a team that they should just be trouncing, right?
Well, they are trouncing them.
Ish.
To be fair.
Look at that. This is what I'm saying. Do you know how many times I've seen them miss layups, and it's like, where are you?
I get you.
Where are you? This is like this is the first shot you learn as a child. The classic layup.
Woo. At least
I'm just saying.
At least they're going. I will say one positive. They are going to the bucket and drawing the foul, which is like some smarter play than we've seen from them earlier.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. I want to know what Graves is thinking.
What am I going to get for lunch after this? He's always so casual. He's always just...
or more so like...
You know? Oh, let me look at you. Hold on.
Woo!
Yeah. 28-8. We don't know what time the men will be playing, unfortunately.
He's probably sitting there thinking, I wonder if that new McChicken is any good.
Yeah. I've been listening to the Quacktail podcast. They've been talking about this McChicken. So we'll be playing, what, Sunday? And then if we win that game, Tuesday? That's weird. Oh, that's a big if, though. I need to stop looking forward like that.
Yeah.
I was very proud. Oh, looks like Wyoming women's basketball doing well. 36-19 over 14 seed Wyoming. Only 3:38 left in the half. Oh, I'm watching the replay of those poor Buffs. We love you, McKinley Wright.
Who was USC's key players again?
Evan Mobley, Isaiah Mobley. Those are two big ones.
Right. Okay.
Taj Edie really torched us last time we played. We will, on the podcast, definitely talk about the last game we played, I think, against them, because it'll be interesting to go back and see what happened there. Oh, man. Okay, 4:57. Deep three. Aaron Boley hits it. Boley, you keep doing that, and we can beat anybody. 32-8. Aaron, what if we hold them to 0 points this quarter? Will that convince you?
Oh, no, I'm completely convinced that the South Dakota team is total garbage. Like this is a trash team.
It's bad enough that I feel bad talking bad about them because it's like, oh,
it's not to me, because this is a trash team that is somehow we've only gotten 32 points on so far. I'm obviously pumped, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I don't know about obvious, but
yeah. I mean, the problem is that when you see a team as trash as South Dakota, you start to wonder why we don't look better.
We have looked a little sloppy, I will say.
It's just always tough for me with this team this year. Like I said, it's just tough this year for me. I'm too emotionally attached.
Okay, how about that, though? Field goal percentage, 71%. That's truly insane.
Actually impressive. I guess I feel like we've taken a lot more shots than
we have. It does feel different than I wouldn't have thought that whatsoever.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
sure.
Man.
Okay.
I mean, I just want no injuries. Good time for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily. I actually want the starters to play more than less, because just even though it's so late, it's like it still feels like we're gelling. So, especially without Pow Pow, she's playing point. So, okay. What you gonna do? Set up the play, shoots the three, boom, hits it. I think that was Maddie Shear.
That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was awesome.
Yeah, awesome. I think you. Right?
Also looks like a turtle. There it is. Everybody looks like a turtle in a mask.
I think just old white guys with masks on look like turtles, especially if they're losing hair. To you, anyways. Did they count that, or did they?
I don't believe that counted. I heard there was a whistle.
Must have been a penalty, yeah. I mean, our defense is legit. I said that a lot. I mean, they're missing, but I mean, a team doesn't miss, like we're helping them miss. I'll say that much.
Dude.
You don't accidentally hold a team to 0 points. I love seeing Pow Pow out there as a little coach.
You don't accidentally hold them to 0 points, but I mean, I have watched them shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot, and it never goes in.
Yeah.
It's kind of regretful that this is our opening game, honestly. But you're right. I am pumped that we get a nice practice round. Air ball. Woof. But yeah, getting a little bit of practice time in to get your head into the correct space that it needs to be in such a tournament as this.
Just saw so much of the men's basketball team during these replays looking great. Slam dunks galore.
Oh, dude. So I tried to put a video together but didn't have enough time.
Yeah.
That's just a compilation of the dunks that happened today. And it's awesome. It's awesome. There's a lot, and they're all so cool. They're like 90s era NBA style dunks of just like Michael Jordan flying through the air.
My chicken is okay. Oh, McChicken is okay, but Popeyes just came out with the spicy fried flounder sandwich.
Now, I'd love Trevor to explain to me where a Popeyes is, because there's not one anywhere.
Lydia Giomi with the block. And Taylor Mikesell missed 3, but I mean, let's go back to that Lydia Giomi block.
There you go. Try again. No, pass along.
I'm currently in line to find Nemo. All right.
Okay. Well, he didn't answer my question. Where's the Popeyes that he's going to?
I got an answer for you. It's not that. Popeye's chicken is the shit. You know what movie that's from?
No.
White
Center. Jeez. Yeah, I'm not going all the way down to White Center. It's too far. It's crazy.
The movie is Little Nicky. Huh? A demon says that to Adam Sandler.
Oh, Little Nicky.
Popeye's chicken is the shit.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's really good. 34-8.
During the great floods of New Orleans, there was a news video that popped up.
Uh-oh. Look at this, though. This isn't as devastating as what you said.
Ooh, Taco Apaco coming after TR.
Nice to see you again. Flounder sandwich at Popeyes is underwhelming with an exclamation mark.
You know what? I am absolutely going to go with that because I've never had fast food fish from anywhere that's like that I'd get again. It just doesn't exist.
This could be the last shot. They missed it. 0 of 21. They are 0 of 21.
Brutal.
Aaron, I'm now on your side. Like, we played decent defense, and they played one of the worst offensive quarters I've ever seen.
Yeah. We under-rebounded. I mean, how many... Their shot count is insane.
They missed 21. They were 0 of 21, and then a charge for Mikesell. Like, this is... Okay, first of all, a little something from our dear friend. I got one, and immediately it was like, I should have just gotten a chicken sando.
Dang.
Ooh, that's tough.
Brutes.
That's tough. I could see that. I could see that. I know, I could totally see that. But obvious. Aaron, so, like, yeah, it's crazy they missed 21 straight shots.
Yeah.
We only scored 9 points.
Exactly.
In this whole quarter.
Exactly.
So we're the same team.
Slightly underwhelming.
We're the same team as we were. We didn't score in the last 2 minutes and 17 seconds of this game. Or sorry, of this quarter.
Right.
Well, I guess we're about to score because it looks like we're doing some free throws. Oh, okay, so they are going to score points in this quarter.
You believe those are going to go in?
I think so.
We'll see.
At least one.
Put $1 on it right now.
Aaron,
you need $1.
That was an abysmal quarter.
Oh.
I mean, it wasn't as terrible as it could be because, like, we're winning, but... Ugh.
Yeah, the wonderful land of Bummersville.
Yeah.
But we are winning, right? So there's the positive. Is we're going to go forward.
The first one is in. Oh, man, that was close.
Fuck.
First point in the quarter. You're like, they're coming back.
Well, I wanted to bet you $1 that they were going to miss both of them.
And
then be scoreless for the whole quarter.
They missed the second one though.
Yeah. So you would have gotten $1 because you said 1. So there you go.
Oh, and they missed the final 3,
In and
34-9. That's after a 9-1 second quarter. I mean, it's like, I don't know. 9% from South Dakota from the floor. 59 from Oregon.
Which looks good, but you'd think that there should be more shots, right?
Yeah. I think it was just that they started out so hot that they got to 71%, which is why they scored 25 points in the first quarter.
There it is.
But then it was like you just actually missed enough to knock it down all the way to 50%.
Right.
Oh man.
That's right.
I mean, that's not inspiring, but we're
No, sir.
Every game we play will be overall good for the program. So
yeah. All right. Well, hey man.
Yeah. Way to go.
Half the game gone. Wow. It happened already.
Oh, Aaron, that was rough.
That to me felt faster. 2 quarters felt faster than a half. Just saying.
You know, that surprisingly to me, that just all felt longer.
Oh.
Don't tell me that. I just drove 30 minutes and now waiting in a long line. Trevor Robinson waiting for this sandwich.
That's okay. Oh, right.
They really, my man. Oh, Taco Apocalypse. South Dakota just had a 1-point second quarter.
Yeah.
And then we scored goddamn 9 points in it.
Yeah.
Which is one more point than they scored in the first quarter. So take that.
Hey! Oh, that's so true.
This game is like, you know, in the beginning, you think you're going to have this awesome flounder sandwich, and then it ends up to be mediocre, and you're like,
yeah, totally.
Well, that's rough. Aaron, I think we should go to not quite a commercial break, but a little break. I'm going to go grab some water. I feel like we should rejoin in about a minute or so.
Anybody in the Beacon Hills zone, since we're talking fish sandwiches, if you want the truest, greatest experience, there is a nice little Shell station down there that has the best catfish you'll ever have in your entire life.
All right,
buy some Miss Baird's bread while you're there. Slap it between.
Shall we go to commercial break?
Let's get out of here.
Okay.
See you soon.
I hope this works out. Oh, we're still on camera.
Yeah, you're killing it, boss.
Hey, can you hear me, Aaron?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So, I don't know. That was pretty underwhelming, but I got my shades on because it's Quack 12 after dark. Figured
Amen,
that would be
bro.
the right move.
Welcome to
As
my
of
world.
right now, 34-9. After, I mean, I'm glad they looked happy. I guess I'm glad about that. Is that good?
Yeah, fine. I'm for it.
I don't know when it's like any other team that's not shooting like the Coyotes are, which is like truly I've probably seen someone shoot that bad in a game, but it's up there for one of the worst performances. No offense to the Coyotes, glad you made it to
Dude,
March,
I mean,
but they missed 21 shots in a row.
we're talking about a game. We're watching a game right now
Mm-hmm.
that a fan of any other team whose team is not playing right now,
Mm-hmm.
they would still skip this game to watch something else because it is a totally underwhelming game.
Yeah, it's one of those
It's not
games.
even a blowout game. That's the problem. They're so
Mhm.
bad, and it's not even a blowout game.
Yeah.
But, whatever. We're winning, and we're going to go forward, and hopefully, Jesus, we win that one.
If every single game was like this, but we won, this would be the greatest season in Oregon women's basketball history. So
Tell me this.
What's that?
If the women's team win the next game, will you convert to Christianity?
No.
They have to win the whole. It just has to be a Christian school that does it.
Yeah. I thought South Dakota was the Jackrabbits. I think that's South Dakota State. I'm going to look that up just to be sure. We've played South Dakota State so many times. I'm a fan of them. South Dakota State University is. I'll type in basketball.
Type it in really fast.
Basketball is, of course, called the Jackrabbits. Yeah, so that's South Dakota State. I fell for that too, my man.
My man.
You know we love you, Taco Apocalypse.
Taco Apocalypse is already getting the my man treatment. That's great.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's South Dakota State.
Heart.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, Trevor, how you doing with that? Did you get the sandwich? Maybe it'll be better for him. I don't think you'll be able to convince Taco Apocalypse to try.
I'll tell you this: if you're waiting in 30 lines, that means there's a high probability that other people are also getting this thing, which means it's going to be fresh when you get it because they are just churning them out.
That's true.
So your chances of getting a good one are higher.
That is true.
I don't believe that this sandwich is going to have the same intensity and hype that their chicken sandwich had.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe every other place is just going after that same chicken sandwich vibe, but
hey, to each his own, but I say that as a Popeyes fan. It's got that little Popeye salt on there. I think I had Popeyes once in my life because it's just not available in the Northwest, really, right? I mean, do you know, is it White Center? Is that the only place you
That's where he said. That's the only one I know of. I mean, they're all over Texas. I mean, they're all over the South.
I've eaten once, and I think it was like a Popeyes / Taco Bell. So it was not a fair shake. And I think I didn't get the chicken. So fuck me, first of all.
It probably was a Popeyes Taco Bell because it's Popeyes, McDonald's, Taco Bell, and Long John Silver's are all owned by the same parent company.
Long John Silver's nasty.
Ugh, it's the worst.
Don't get that.
But if you think about it, the sandwich you're getting at Popeyes now is probably just something that's been on the Long John Silver's menu since 1980.
Well, that's my thing, dude. Is like I like it. Sure, it's good, but we all gotta let's not fool ourselves. Like possibly the cheapest part about all this is that chicken. Like it's all right, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they're all upgrading their chicken sandwiches because the originals were just, ground down chicken bone with some meat still attached to it.
I mean, I will say I'm not poo-pooing like cheap chicken. There used to be a place I think I gained 10 pounds in one summer. I kid you not. because every day at work, I was working as a painter for a while. Every day at work, there's a place where it's like for $2.50, you can get like 3 pieces of chicken, and their chicken was surprisingly good. This is a gas station, but the chicken was amazing.
Always
in Seattle, there's just like some gas stations randomly that's the best chicken I've ever had in my life.
Yep.
But
no, we kill it on the bodega front. It's just that we're not a city that has a bodega vibe, but
yeah,
they exist all around town.
And it costs like $2.50 for like 3 pieces of chicken and like some JoJo's or something, which is great, and I can eat that all the time. But then eventually you're like, oh wait, no, you're not supposed to eat fried chicken.
I call them potato steaks.
Those JoJo's. Yeah, potato steaks.
Potato steaks because they're huge.
Nah, that's KFC Yum Brands. He's saying Yum Brands, calling you out.
Thank you. That's right, KFC. That's right.
They own Taco Bell too. Yum Brands, I think.
Yeah, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell.
They own like everything, yeah.
And then I think they're all attached to Coca-Cola, and then Pepsi is like with Wendy's and Jack in the Box.
Where do the Illuminati fit in? The lizard people. Switch.
They don't exist in.
Yep, Taco Bell's part of Yum Brands.
Mm-hmm.
This actually works a little better because I'm like facing my computer over here. Looks like I'm talking to you, my friend Aaron.
Yeah, but then I'm just going to be. Oh wait, because if I look at my TV like this.
Yeah, so now we're having a conversation. Why didn't we do this before?
Oh my God!
You look like a little small person.
Now, Adam, do you believe in the jujus enough that switching the screens like that at halftime
you mean karma, I assume,
mess
right?
up the second half of the game?
You mean karma, right? I typically don't believe in that. I don't believe in karma. Okay, let's get to this third quarter. After seeing that kind of, I don't know, we won the first quarter. I just want to kind of get the win over with and play Georgia and see how far we get.
I want to see 2 quarters that resemble the first quarter more than the second. Prove to me that you can score more than 10 points every quarter, and I'll be hyped up for your next game.
Aaron, let's at least get into this. So, like we said, 59.1% from the floor. That is solid. It just like all took place in the first quarter.
Right. But you broke it down very fairly because they were at what, 71? And that second quarter dropped them.
Mm-hmm. So, and then 3-point range, 4 of 8, which is for this season solid. Honestly, for last season, it wouldn't have been terrible to be 50% your 3-point. So we're doing good in that front. 4-4 from free throws. Free throws wins games, unless you're Colorado. Unfortunately, didn't win them there. But they did become the highest percenting free throw shooting team of all college, I think, today. I don't know. Colorado did. I believe they did.
Man, they're up there with Beyonce.
Sure. Same list of accomplishments. 20 rebounds for Oregon, 19 for the Coyotes, 9 steals, 11 turnovers for the Ducks. That's probably why you and I were actually feeling like it was worse, is because a lot of it was probably more just the turnovers as opposed to the missed shots.
Right.
It felt worse. That being said, so who's doing well? Maddie Shear, 0 of 2. I hyped her up so much. Maybe I hyped her up a little too much.
Yeah, I think so.
She heard. 2 of 3 for Taylor Mikesell. That's very important. 6 of 9 for Aaron Boley. That's incredibly important, including 3 of 5 from 3-point range.
I'd like to see a 7 of 9, but whatever.
Yeah, why not? 3 of 3 from Prince. Of course, that is. I mean, she's going to be our point getter. And 4 rebounds from Prince. That'll do. Lydia Jomey saw some time. She had a wicked block, which I love Lydia Jomey. She's like the heart of the champion for me. And I think Yum Brands is PepsiCo, first of all. That's what Taco Apocalypse says. And Sydney Parrish, 0 of 1. Shervin, 2 2 of 10. She is 2 of 10 for 7 points. And then Corn Gable scored 2 points. And that's all the points. So
she's 2 of 10 for 7 points.
Because she...
2 threes and then an extra point?
No, I think she hit some free throws. Yeah, she must have gotten fouled while she was in the act of shooting. And so she got 2 from the floor for 4 points. And then she hit 3 free throws. All right, buddy.
Oh, interesting.
Game time, 36-9. 9:37 left on the clock already. Come on, Ducks. You still got a 27-point lead. Like, I would just like to see some. I don't even know if I want to see them play just smart and conservative, or if I want to see them just try to just be the old Ducks, because they're not quite the old Ducks. So maybe I need to be more comfortable.
Ducks. I mean, they've proven that this season. That's why I'm so emotionally distraught all the time about it.
Not this year, anyways. Like, they may be able to rebuild, obviously.
Sure, but, in 2 years they'll be last year's team.
I'd hope so. There you go. But Prince scores the easy points.
But that being said, I don't want them to cool down their burners in the second half because they barely turned them on in the first half.
Or at least in the second quarter.
Yeah.
They had them on way too hot, and then the water was boiling over, and they're like, fuck, and they cranked it way down.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, shit, now I got to turn it back up again.
Yeah. Oh, man. Meanwhile, USC, 6 seed USC is up 49-30. Just doesn't even feel like a game over there. 15:56 left in that one. So, way to go. Way to go, Mobley brothers.
I don't want to talk like a crazy person. But we already know that's too late. But
that is true.
With South Dakota just sinking that last 3,
yeah,
I'm afraid they might have a little bit of juice coming up right now.
Blame on my juice, blame it on my juice.
They just slammed a 3, got a foul, get the ball,
and get another 3. 38-15. Suddenly, South Dakota is alive.
Hey, look, they're revving up.
Yeah, she was revving up.
We'll see.
Honestly, I'm like glad. It's like I want to see Oregon challenged.
Yeah, put some pressure to see how they handle. Ooh, getting physical out there. Ooh, trying to get it.
Okay, good.
She's playing for real now. Oh, nice. Okay.
We never really played.
I literally just found myself celebrating South Dakota.
The South Dakota Phoenix.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
Oh, I get it. That's good. That's good.
And then there you go. Easy bucket. The fish sandwich is okay. It looks like they sat on it before handing it to me. But worth the drive. How is it? Well, okay. It's probably like you wanted to drive anyways then.
Sure. Yeah, the drive is
Nowadays, like getting out of the house even for that long drive, get a sandwich sounds like a delight.
Yeah. I will tell you, there is something nice about leaving Ballard, just getting on 99 and just driving down to White Center sometimes, because it's a freaking hour almost.
Sabally posting up, scoring the easy buck, 42-17. We got a commercial break. Okay. If you push the Ducks, they'll push back, at least that.
So far, that's what they've said.
Okay. I like seeing Boley's moves there. 42-2. What's it, 17? I think so. Yes. 42-17.
If we can jump on this fish sandwich a little bit longer, though, from the commercials, what I've seen is that it looks exactly like the fish sandwich that has been at Long John Silver's for years. So the fact that anybody would think that it being done anywhere else being better is ridiculous.
I used to like it at McDonald's when I was a very little kid, so my taste buds have changed like a million times. Like, I'm sure I'd hate
worst. They're the worst one.
I think I like tartar sauce a lot, and that's really what it was. Speaking of which, I just looked at a McRib sandwich, and I wanted to puke my guts out. Okay, let's pull up.
I have a great time when the McRib shows up. It's fun.
Glad it was worth it, Trevor. We
Yep.
are too. We are glad. Even if it looks like they sat on it, I hope it at least tastes good. And I hope you got a chicken sandwich too.
While you're down in White Center, why don't you just roll up a Dubers, hit the country drive, go down to the ocean?
No.
Stare at the water, man. There's a beautiful park down there.
Walk right in. Okay, so we got Taco Apocalypse asks, so what's the best cereal? I'd go Honey Bunches Oats and Cinnamon Life. You are speaking my language, my man. To the surprise of no one, Taco Apocalypse and I are seeing eye to eye.
If I want to feel like I'm being a good person and eating healthy, Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds, delicious.
Mm-hmm.
But if I just want to have the me time, it's one of two: Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruity Pebs. There's not really. Oh,
Fruity Pebbles are good.
Also, honestly, I recently had a rekindling love affair with the old Lucky Charms. The best marshmallows in all cereal. Period.
There's not many cereals with marshmallows in them.
Well, maybe that's why. I
would say, okay, so number one for me, I think just the tastiest. I'll say I love Life cereal. I really do love Life. Life itself, that's a mixed bag.
Life cereal is boring.
Always good. I think it's tasty. I mean, I guess I'm talking about maybe Cinnamon Life a little bit.
Oh, sure. Okay, I've never had that.
And then, so I will say Honey Bunches of Oats if I'm bad, and Cocoa Puffs if I'm sad. Now let's get into this. CTC is fire. What's that one? What's CTC?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is just the OG version of what I believe Cinnamon Life is trying to do, right?
I think it's taking it to its next level.
It's leveling it up, you think?
I think it is. I think it's even more in your face.
How do we feel about Pops?
I don't know. I don't like Pops. I got daddy issues, so
Golden Grams.
Golden Grams is really good. Golden Grams,
right?
Good.
It's like a sleeper out there. I love. It's old school. It's delicious.
Personally, I try to avoid cereal just because it's if it is in my house, I will eat one full box of cereal in a sitting, and I just cannot stop myself. Truly,
after bigger sessions, when I am just grinding nonstop, I will.
You mean for your other job,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will treat myself with the day off of the cereals that I've mentioned and video games. And just veg hard. And it's fine. And I just eat all of the cereal in one day, and then it's out of the house, and I'm good.
And you're fine, and it's great. And it's
and then I got extra milk for coffee. It's great.
I had a cereal renaissance during COVID after not eating it for 10 years. I get you, Taco Apocalypse.
It happens.
It is an ultimate comfort food for me.
This time last year, everybody was living that COVID lifestyle so hard of showering was optional and Netflix was the only thing that mattered. It was, what was that guy's name?
I'm still there, baby.
He loved tigers.
Oh, the Tiger King?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know his real name.
It was Tiger King and cereal and marijuana, baby.
Yeah. You cutie. 44-19, the Ducks now lead. Oh, but another 3 from the Coyotes. So 44-2, 22 now.
They're staying interesting, but not enough to scare me, right? Did you say that?
I'm actually really glad that they're getting this, that.
Yeah, totally.
They're getting this push. Now I forget.
You know what I got to tell you? I love
that?
This screen switch. This was a really smart move. Great job.
Oh, screen switch. Oh yeah, no, looks good, man. Who is that playing out there? I should know.
21?
Is it? No, I'm 23. I should know this. I know, but that is Maddie Shear. Okay,
she's back out.
I get confused sometimes with Maddie Shear and Sydney Parrish. their looks.
Oh yeah, you were saying that at the beginning of the game,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't believe you then, but because you've said it again, I actually believe you this time.
Yeah. What can I say? Both of them are good. I like that, Maddie. Oh, it just feels a little weird that it still kind of feels like Kelly Graves is still finding his starting squad, finding his point guard and his shooting guard. It's unfortunate, but maybe in the long run it'll pay dividends, hopefully. I mean, we're winning right now, so.
You think he's going to stick around?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay. What's his contract? Do we know?
How dare you? I don't know, actually. I don't know why he would leave. There's only a few other places that will pay him more for women's basketball and give him more control.
I guess it's just his nonchalantness.
Yeah.
Just totally it puts me in that confusing state that makes me uncomfortable where I'm like, I can't tell if you like me or hate me. And so now I don't know how to act around you. That's that's what his vibe is all the time.
I think he'd like you. I think Dana Altman would absolutely hate you.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about, I'm just using that as an example of like his vibe is such that I get completely confused about who this person is.
I love seeing Prince fight for that rebound. She gets it, ends up in Sabali's hands at the top of the key. Interesting. I think that's Sheer. Shoots it up. Yep. Boom. Nice little jumper.
Great way to wait. Oh, well, what's up, everybody? Looks like Adam has decided to go do something, which is great because I wanted to speak my truths, which is that Dakota gets a foul and Sheer doesn't really care. She seems to be nonchalant and totally fine about it. And we are going into a commercial break. Just in time for a commercial break, Adam. Let's talk fish sandwiches.
Well, let's see this. Yeah, exactly. No one thrown out Chex. Chex is underrated. I think it's just that kind of cereal where it's that very specific. It's not going to scratch anyone's like sugary itch. That's for sure.
I think Chex Mix ruined Chex as a cereal because it became more popular as a party snack.
Yeah.
Also, I think there's just a point in which Rice Krispies was tight. I will say a childhood favorite was Rice Krispies with Sweet and Low sprinkled on top.
I was definitely like, this cereal ain't sugary enough. Put some sugar. Like I would do that.
But both cereals are like wildly unhealthy, but billed as being healthier. And so most everyone now is smart enough to be like, well, I'm getting cereal, so I'm going to be an asshole about it, and I'm going to get the one with the most sugar.
I will say this. If we're going with the like healthy, quote unquote, cereals, my favorite is actually Wheaties. I really like the taste of Wheaties. It's basically Raisin Bran without the raisin and like less sugar. But I like the texture of it.
I will have...
and it's the Breakfast of Champions.
I will have random moments. It's been forever since I've had these, but it's the one where it's like the rolled up wheat with frosting on one side. Frosted mini wheats.
Mini wheats. Those are good. Those are good. We got another hot take from one of our faves, Taco Apocalypse. Chex get soggy in like 12 seconds.
Yep.
It is true, and I'm sure KM will hop in on this, but I know for a fact that KM likes it. Like, you got to deliver the cereal quick, like small quantities. She likes it very little bit of milk, and you just go quick. And that's probably because it gets soggy in like 12 seconds.
Okay. Now, this is the most important question, I believe, because the milk to cereal ratio is very crucial. I will pour the milk just until when the cereal lifts, I stop. As soon as I see it lift up, I'm like, and now we have a buoyancy, which is perfect because you can get to the end and they're not quite all soggy yet.
Gotta have a tiny bowl several times.
Oh yeah, no, I go biggest bowl in the house and basically half the box goes in, and then I wait for the lift, and then I have a giant spoon and I just go to town.
I'm a dude that's just like, give me the biggest bowl in the house. I'm gonna pour cereal. Don't worry, it'll be in my stomach before it gets soggy.
But where does your milk level take it? Do you go full board milk? Do you go
I like a good. This is kind of a weird comment, kind of a weird ground where it's like, I like to have a good amount of milk in my cereal, like a good amount, like maybe like up to a third even. Where that
you would
level.
Say there'd be this much extra milk below the cereal once fully
or
poured?
Like whatever the original height of the cereal is. I'm like,
let's say the original height was this.
A third of that is going to be milk, and so it's going to go rise up.
You're wild, man.
But
you take the cereal to the rim.
I will literally want to like puke if I see like a bowl of just milk by itself. Mm-hmm. Something triggers in my brain where I'm like, that's the most disgusting image I've ever seen. I don't know why.
I don't even use real milk. I mean, I do.
Yeah, like almond milk.
Soy.
You're a soy boy?
Yeah, a soy boy.
You know I'm QAnon, man. This podcast is over. Don't worry, guys. I'm not QAnon.
Yeah,
that is a race against time, Aaron.
What is a race against
time? Some way you're eating your cereal, probably too much milk.
Well, I use
48 to 24. The Ducks are leading.
Here's the thing, though: Fruity Pebbles are just as good.
I just had
soggy because really, at that point, what you're going after is that extra milk drink at the end. That's just that sweet, sugary, nice.
I love that they have the Flintstones mascots for Cocoa Pebbles and Fruity Pebbles. You know what I'm talking? I love that. I bought it just because it had an advertisement of MeTV, which shows the old Flintstones. 48 to 26. Kelly Graves is getting a little worked up.
I mean, I feel like I remember when Cocoa Pebbles came out, the whole cartoon commercial was how there was a mudslide where the Flintstones what's his name was working, and it covered the Fruity Pebbles in chocolate.
True as hell, Taco Apocalypse. Nachos are like, I'll like, nachos when they're colder. I'm probably still that dude who's eating the like, well, this chip is not even a chip anymore. But they are better. Dude,
I will eat nachos next day. These are the two. I don't have a texture issue, so soggy, the soggy base doesn't bug me.
Okay. 48 to 26. Taylor Mikesell going up the court. We got about 2:37 left in this third quarter of ours. Ducks have looked not bad, but
better. Better than the second.
Better than the second quarter. I hesitate to say better than they have this season because they honestly look pretty similar to they have this season.
Yeah.
But they're winning.
Agreed.
They've lost 5 of their last 6 games. Oh, me too. So he'll eat it. He's just saying they're time sensitive.
Yeah. One of my old favorite drunk foods was the after 2 a.m. 7-Eleven walk. And I would just go ham on the nacho bar.
Oh, man.
It was, the more jalapenos I could fit on there, the better it was. Oh, so good.
I was more of luckily I finally broke the habit of like late night gas station run, bro. But I was more of the microwavable burritos because they'd be like $1.50 and they're like this big and they destroy your everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know which ones you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, I had a total love affair with those things, but yeah, no, they rip you apart.
Yeah, don't do that to yourself.
The nachos was a long stander because again, it was only like, the night is officially over and 7-Eleven is open and I can go get like a Diet Coke and my crazy nachos and then just watch TV or, that last minute 6-pack.
Yeah, no, I get it. I did a nacho tour of Portland. Ooh, they're my favorite food. The best ones were this place, Conquistador on Belmont. Shout out to them, Conquistador in Belmont. Hopefully you can get some takeout or something like that.
It's funny that he brings that or they bring that up because for some reason I just assume Taco Apocalypse is Hitler Day. Don't ask me why. I just assume it.
It would be like an ancient Greek thing. Yeah, I think he's too cool for that.
But I've been doing not a nachos tour, but I've been hitting up taco spots around town. And a few I've gotten nachos from, and there are some awesome places. 2 blocks away from the house. Mwah!
Can I tell you this was a super 48-27. Ducks are leading 140. Super extravagant thing I used to do when I would want to blow my money after a shift of working at the 24-hour diner. I'd go to the bar next door. And they would have crab nachos, and they'd be like $19. But dear Lord, it was like quality ingredients. And they made it so it's like each chip just had the perfect amount of stuff. Like they really put the thought into it, and they stacked it high. And crab, I mean, come on, baby.
Here's the truth. You just made me remember something. There is a spot in Magnolia. Oh yeah,
nacho.
I love going on food tours. I did a burger tour on my birthday. It was epic.
Yeah.
But there is a spot in Magnolia called Man vs. Fries.
Oh.
And he makes nacho fries with carne asada.
Not me. They're not from me.
That's right. They're nacho fries. Ha 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 ha. But he puts carne asada on top of them. He has 2 different kinds of cheese blends, plus this weird special sauce that he makes. I mean, it's better than real nachos, and you get these fries.
That does sound good.
Sorry.
I got one final nacho story, but first, 37 seconds left. Ducks have the ball. Bad pass to Sabali, unfortunately. I think
Wicked bad.
Is from not quite sure who that was from, but maybe it's for the best.
It's from Bailey, I believe.
We have a Bailey? I don't think we have a Bailey on the team. I'd be pretty surprised.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have no idea who Bailey is. Bowley?
I thought it said Bailey on her jersey.
Maybe it was Bowley.
Bowley.
I don't think it was, though. Maybe it was. Okay, we got Bowley. Bowley's got the ball.
Come on.
Come on. You got this. 50-29.
Make it 53 points, and I'll believe you can go all the way.
Okay.
Run out the clock.
Oh,
maybe just run out the clock.
Sabali hits him and miss. 50-29. I mean, we're winning by 20 points, so what can I say?
Yeah.
Besides the Go Ducks.
We got a 20-point lead, and
y'all are making me hungry. Maybe eat nachos tonight. Worst nachos I ever had were at Buffalo Wild Wings in Bellingham.
Not surprised.
They used Cheese Whiz, and put shredded lettuce on top. I could see a nacho where a shredded lettuce would be a good thing, but if you're starting with Cheese Whiz and then ending with shredded lettuce, that sounds garbage.
But I can see how with Cheese Whiz and shredded lettuce, you could potentially create a nacho situation that's a lot like a cheesesteak, like a Philly cheesesteak. Because
if you put that on fries, it'd be good. You put it on nachos, that sounds gross to me.
I don't know. Cheese Whiz is like the key cheese to use for a Philly cheesesteak to be, legit.
Supposedly, yeah. That's right.
So you're just doing like a nacho. It's like, hey man, it's like, pineapple on pizza. I'm not supposed to do it, but it's goddamn delicious.
Well, I don't know. It's just the chips with the Cheese Whiz. I don't know. I'll tell you the worst nachos I ever had. We made because we were making supreme, like awesome nachos. Like we had some like ground beef, had just like everything that you could possibly think to put on nachos. Then we realized this is like a group of like 4 of us about to watch The Fifth Element at like midnight. So you can imagine the state we're in.
You had no cheese,
dude. We didn't have chips. We had like 5 chips in total.
Did you have flour?
So guess what we use? I think personally, for a second, it seemed like it was going to be a genius idea. I think it's possibly the worst thing you can make it from. Would you like one hint?
Yeah.
It is a common movie food.
Popcorn.
Yeah. So imagine nachos, but instead of chips, it's popcorn, and it was fucking gross. And the reason why...
But you could do it. There's a way to do that. But you got to know it's popcorn out of the gate.
The thing is, it's like popcorn, like it doesn't like soak in the fun, like the stuff about nacho fries or something like that would just be like the way it's blending into the potato.
Exactly.
Popcorn, it just stays squeaky and stuff. So imagine you're just like, and then it tastes like it's just like a styrofoamy, like, and it just like was the worst combination of textures. It really would have been better if we just put all those ingredients in a bowl.
I will agree. In an interesting point here. Yeah,
true. Caught you there.
The worst nachos I've ever had are the exact same thing, but anyone's homemade nachos where they believe shredded cheese is the appropriate answer.
So you don't like the shredded cheese on nachos?
It doesn't melt correctly.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's not melted,
we've been seeing the commercial all night too, and it's so funny, but literally it's a half a block of Velveeta melted down, dump some Rotel tomatoes in that shit, melt that shit down, and then pour that puppy on top, man.
So you love
jalapenos, a little bit of extra pico.
I don't know.
Green onions.
So pre-shredded cheese you're saying like pre-shredded cheese is bad. Because Christina and I will shred cheese and put that on.
Yeah, pre-shred, or basically you grab the bag of pre-shredded cheese. The only one that melts decently is the Mexican cheese. But even that, it hardens and then doesn't stick to the chip properly, and it's pointless. Like nachos need to be a messy situation.
I think so KM helped me out.
Understand? You need melty cheese.
50 to 29. Quick turnover, and the Coyotes hit a 3.
Yep, from deep too.
Yeah. I want to see how we're doing in the 3 department because that's really what I want to keep my eye on tonight.
I don't
4 of
we've
10.
Taken too many shots on them. Really?
Yeah, 4 of 10 from 3-point land.
Sure, that's fine. That's terrible. 2.
It ain't good. It's better than we've been doing, but
and we lose the ball.
But they're 4 of 7. No. They're 4 of 19 from 3-point range. It just seems like a huge deal when they make it. 56.8% from the floor. I mean, 10 assists.
See, the problem, the reason why it feels like a lot more is because the ones they've made have all happened in the second half. And so it's, they're catching it on.
That's it, Aaron.
Interesting science of food, man.
I really appreciate where this episode's gone, quite frankly. It's a discussion with old friends. No, I do. I said I do appreciate it.
Oh, okay.
Ducks have not scored since coming back from the commercial break. Quite frankly, I have a hard time believing anyone is really really loving this game, is really rooting for the Ducks to be like, oh, like against Iowa when the men were playing, like that was like, I could watch this game forever. This game kind of has the feel that everyone's kind of like, okay, we're up 20. Let's end this as soon as possible.
I don't want to
teams like they
tell me if I'm speaking too wildly right now.
Okay.
Tell me how nuts this thought is.
Okay.
Real competition for the women's division seems to be with teams who score above 63 points per game. Like that's the line of where it gets like
you typically want to. I mean, unless you are like our brand is just defense. Even then, though, it is hard to keep a good March Madness team under 60 in women's basketball.
Right. And so I'm just saying, here we are ticking away in the fourth with only 50 points. So that's why it always just feels a little underwhelming every time, no matter if we win or lose, because it's small, it's little baby potatoes.
It's tough. I mean, I'm basically just in it for like, let's see how many games we can go. I don't know if I'll ever
we're gonna go all the way.
Yeah, I hope so. For my bracket's sake, I certainly hope so. Prince hitting her free throws. What more can you ask of her? She's having a great game. It's I would love for someone who knows a bit more about basketball than I do to have watched all these games and to really get a sense of like smaller things that are going wrong. Because you see that the chemistry isn't there. I just don't know really what to say further than that. It seems like the passes aren't happening quick enough, which just seems like it's just not muscle memory for them yet. By the way, 79-49 USC. I think no, there's still 3 minutes and 40 seconds left, but they're up 30 goddamn points. So it looks like the Ducks will be taking on a very quality USC team for a rematch. At least there will be one, at least one Pac-12 team in the Elite Eight.
Wow. That's crazy.
It is pretty cray-cray. I guess it's a good thing that we're taking on USC. At least we know them. We know that they match up really well against us, but I don't think it's going to be like last game.
Yeah.
Sedona is a cool name. I agree with you.
It's a great place.
Prince is a pretty cool last name, too.
Oh,
I've definitely written the article with the headline "Prince Saves the Day." It's
fun. A shame our team colors aren't purple just for that article. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot that could go into that. 7 minutes left, up 55-34. I mean, you can at least win them. I bet you we could be scoring more points. The other thing. It's just that we're up 20. You kind of change your level of play. When you know that they're missing 21 straight shots in a row, you're just kind of like, let them take their shots.
That's a really excellent point. That really helps counterweight my over-aggressive emotional attachment.
Well, I mean, that being said, Aaron, we left a whole lot of points on the board.
And that's how you like lose. That is true.
Games. I think it's right in between, you know.
Yeah, ooh. I'm not going to focus on it though. It's all about
Prince is feeling it now. Prince just shot a contested 3, like it hit the rim at least, but I mean, like she's feeling it. Man, it's not the most inspiring win, but you can't take away the fact that it's a 20+ point win.
Yeah.
And the first round,
win right now, which is
why, Aaron? Do you think this Coyote team is capable of scoring 21 unanswered points or 21?
Well, that's only 7 3-pointers.
Sure.
That's 1 3-pointer per minute plus that's 1. True. So that beats out what I expect of a team. So maybe I don't believe that they're going to do it.
They're currently 4 of 19 from 3-point range.
Yeah, maybe they're not going to do it.
22.8% from the floor. That is rough. That's probably like my free throw percentage. Wow, Sedona Prince having fun on the sideline. I'm glad to see she's feeling loose, feeling ready to. I mean, this is her first March Madness, so I'm sure she's stoked. She had that huge off-court win, if you know what I mean, getting the bare necessities, quite frankly, of what they need to put their bodies on the line, and I'm excited. Maybe excited is the wrong word, but I'm optimistic about this tourney run for them.
Yeah. I'm more excited for the next, in general, 3 years, because I think we're going to have another really great rise up of just like extra intensity.
Me too, Aaron. Me too. Oh, Aaron, I hope we don't have to do more any of these doubles. These are rough.
But you are watching the games anyway.
Yeah,
nothing really has changed. Now you just have to talk.
I wouldn't be talking for 2 hours straight, though.
Yeah, you wouldn't. You'd be like, "Do not engage me. I'm watching 3 games at once."
No, shut up. No one talk. More chicken sandwich propaganda from McDonald's.
I don't believe that guy actually took a bite. He looked like he was fake chewing to me.
I think they do that a lot in commercials because, like, if you take one bite, I mean, usually in food commercials, you're taking a fucking bite. But if you can avoid it, because if you take a bite in the scene and you do that scene 20 times, suddenly you've eaten 4 full burgers. You know what I mean? So, which is fine with me. I'm taking that excuse, but You gave me the look of like, you guys streaming Duck? Fuck yeah. Duck yeah. I apologize. Duck yes, we are. Sunday, we will be here whatever time. There's only a few things I got that I can't schedule around. One is hoping to get a vaccine shot.
Really?
Coming up. Yes, absolutely. Hoping to get a vaccine shot.
How?
Is
Oregon just already getting to your demographic?
I'll tell you off air. It's not as shady as I'm making it sound right now.
It sounds shady. It sounds like you're cheating and cutting in line.
Alley. Oh, no. But so I may, if it lines up perfectly there, I'm not sure if I can do that. But I think we should be good. And Sunday, don't know what time we're playing. I'm hoping they don't schedule the women's game at the exact same time, because that'd be annoying. I don't know. Maybe that's. Do
you have a family member that is a essential worker?
That is an essential worker? No, yeah. I do not. But I have I live with someone who
there it is.
Definitely needs me to get the shot. So
I'm not even compliant. That's the worst part. I tried to bolster up how bad I got it, and they were still like, "No, sorry." It's like, okay, well, I guess I'll just wait till summer.
I know.
But then the crazy thing, this is how bad Washington is handling the rollout, is you start seeing these emails come out from doctors' offices who are like, "We've got 1,000 shots just sitting left over. Mm-hmm. If you know anyone that is like that is in the current, people who are allowed to get the shot, let us know. Otherwise, these all got to get thrown away."
Yeah, and that's kind of a situation I'm in.
And the spots aren't allowed to give them out early to people who aren't like in the current bracket or whatever, because they could get in trouble or something. And just watching it get wasted is like, come on, just pay attention to what's happening throughout the entire state and just open this shit up. Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, good old President Joe said the 4th of July is the target, right?
Wow.
Yeah. Also, they had to shut down. I think they had to call a state of emergency in Miami because all the spring breakers go in there.
Yeah, I saw that. Saw something about that. Amen to the system, huh, buddy? They've worked us. They've worked us.
They 3. Wow.
They're hitting threes, Daddy-O.
I know. They're doing all right.
Look at that. Deep pass with the... There we go. Make a layup. There we go. Make a layup.
There you go. I accidentally hit this one.
Yeah. I mean, no one does because... I'm up here, baby.
You're down here. They're hitting their shots now. It just took them, the entire game to really do it. Okay, USC has finally officially won, it looks like.
Okay. Holy crap, holy. So there it is. That's who we have to face, huh? The team that has just destroyed us.
Pac-12 rematch.
Ugh.
I gotta get someone on an episode to talk about it real soon.
Yeah. You hate to see the tournament level rematch. You don't want those.
Yeah. I'm feeling all right. I mean, it stinks because we only had that one game against them, I do believe. So it's hard to tell.
Now, Adam, I'd like to mention here that they are encroaching upon hitting 60-plus points with 5 minutes left. So that makes me feel slightly smoother.
If they got to 70, I'd feel better.
If they got to 70, I'd feel great. I fear having a second quarter like we had today against a better team will be a lot worse for us.
Absolutely.
A lot worse.
Would prefer a Beavers rematch, but whatever. Hey, I think we're going to get that Beavers rematch in the goddamn title game, baby. That's what my bracket says.
Yeah, and how many points are we going to win by again?
420 to 69, I think I said. I think I said. I know I said that.
Yeah, I know you did too because it's so hilarious.
59 to 41. It looks like we got a penalty. I don't know. Wrap this game up. Wrap it up.
It was out on us.
Watch this commercial. the camera guy, Aaron. People say I look like him, and I kind of think.
Let's find out. Okay, well, I'm still in the game. What camera guy are you talking about?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I got confused.
I'm watching game.
I was looking at a different TV.
You're kidding me.
No, I was looking at this CBS game.
Oh, I love it.
USC beats
Bro,
Kansas.
I think you're experiencing March Madness.
Yeah, no joke. No joke. No joke. I'm looking at this hideous player right now, too, and his hideous... Oh, wait. I'm looking at us.
Oh, my God.
USC beats Kansas by like 34 points, I think I saw was the final score, so...
Deep three.
That's tough. There you go, Bowley. 62 to 43. Okay, the March to 70 here.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on. Let's end this well. A lot of fouls. I mean, just hit the easy shots. That's all I'm really asking for.
Yeah.
Erin Bowley gets to 1,000+ points in her career. Way to go.
Wow.
I wonder if she'll stick around.
What are her other choices? Money?
Well, I mean, she could not go to school anymore. I don't know if she'd be drafted in the WNBA. It's a long shot.
Dude, I was reading
she could
about
maybe
this.
Play overseas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was reading about this, and overseas are taking quote unquote lesser players and paying them way more than like the top players in the WNBA get $100,000. The top players in Europe get $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine you could be the worst player in Europe and make as much as the best player in America.
Well, is that the case? Is the limit $100,000 for women's basketball?
Currently, right now, I think the top players are making right around $100,000.
The top players or no? I'm saying is the bottom of women's league $100,000 because that's what you said.
You mean in Europe?
Yeah, you just said the top player would make less than the bottom player in Europe. You
could theoretically assume if the top players in Europe are making $1 million, you could probably assume the entry level is going to be about 100,000.
I'm not 100%. There's a pretty big discrepancy. I totally agree.
We'll find out. We'll look into it. And I'll let you know next ep.
Thank you.
I'll look into it. I'll look into this.
I don't know if, like, I'm sure there's a team Bully could make. I'm not sure if. Oh wow. Sably fighting hard.
Very physical.
Late in the game, I do like it. She looks like she's getting up.
Oh yeah,
little ginger, but
she's just selling it. You know, she's feeling the emotion. She's getting her.
I think it hurt, but she's
getting her highlight reel on.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope if Sably wants to continue her career here, got a spot for her. If she wants to attempt to go to the pros, either the Europe probably or WNBA, I think she could if she worked real hard. I think it's possible.
Sure. I think I would always. I mean, I always say go for the money. Why? I hate saying it, but college might be a waste of time.
Well, I'm not sure if the money for her would specifically, I mean, unless she's like, no, basketball's my life. That is exactly what I'm going to do. But she may be like, I have a college degree. I want to do something. Maybe she has a connection somewhere else or something.
Yeah.
You know, if it was like Prince or Sably, I would be saying like,
yeah. I mean, she could very well be like, I actually like architecture. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm going to do that.
And she has an extra year because of COVID, actually. So she could come back if she wanted.
Now, see, that is something I forgot about, which makes the next few years very interesting. Wow, we got a big one here.
In the WNBA, the maximum income a player could earn in 2016 was $109,000. In Russia, that number is tripled for one season. And as of 2014, a player could earn an estimated $600,000 playing in China, according to the Undefeated. So
I've got updated numbers as well from 2019, I think or 2018. 2018 or 2019 was in an article because they were talking about the player, who was still sitting at 100,000. It's wild, man. It's crazy.
Well, and a lot of WNBA players are doing both too, anyways. Like they do it year round, and they like
right.
Like Sabali, I believe right now is playing in some league, and then Cazorla was playing in the Spanish league, I believe. So,
because the other crazy part about it too is you have to think about like when you play a game in a different state than in which you reside, your tax situation changes, and so you end up paying a lot of taxes. Because, or at least in football, they make it this way because you have to like, it's all, I don't know, it's all stupid.
Sabali and Prince are loving it.
Yeah, to where a bunch of money becomes very little money quickly.
It makes sense. I'm sure. Well, especially in some of the cities, like if you're playing on New York Liberty, and like like grand scheme of things, yes, $100,000 is more than a typical person makes, but you live in New York. $100,000 that goes a lot quicker, we'll say. And then like if you got a family, and then you get injured, like all that stuff can really add
the
up.
Sanitation department of New York City makes $100,000 a year.
Oh, I'd love that job.
I mean, in New York City, I don't know. A trash man in New York City sounds fucking terrible.
I'm sure
it's a garbage dump, that place.
There's I've heard like a true unique ecosystem in like the New York basically like shit pipes. I remember hearing in an NPR thing. Like it's whole different thing. 65-46, minute 12. Obviously we're in garbage time. We're probably not getting to 70, but that would be a personal victory for me if we did get to 70. So I hope they do. Honestly, this is basically the kind of showing you wanted. It would have been nice to see even more consistent 3-point shooting, but UCLA will play Alabama. Michigan State will play Florida State. USC will play Oregon. Gonzaga will play Creighton. Oregon State will play Loyola Chicago. That's a fun one. I really hope the Beavers win.
Man, everybody in this game is like, the game's over, I guess.
Yeah.
With a minute 12 left.
Oh, the seniors having a hard time. I mean, it's her final game. Clearly, she wanted to go a little bit further.
There's so many emotions involved in this, dude. I mean, I would be a little baby out there.
Totally. 1246 career points for Sturvin. I think it is Sturvin. Oh, 67-46. I think we're not going to be jerks and like hit a 3-pointer in the last shot, but make me happy. I like to see the Coyotes fighting the whole time too. I'll give them credit. Like, it's hard to recover from missing 21 straight shots. They did well, like outside of that second quarter.
That was terrible for them.
Yeah.
All right.
This is real, like, calm down for the night. We started like this high at 9 a.m. Like,
oh, dude,
got my little duck here.
I feel great.
This really adds a lot to it. I'm so glad I put this here. I like this thing.
I just noticed it. Yeah, that's awesome.
67-47. They're hitting their free throws. We're all wanting to go home here, even the ones that already are. Okay. Will there be another shot? They're playing. They're looking like they're playing. I hope Maxwell gets cocky and hits a 3 right now.
Wow, the shot clock and the timer are right on each other, I guess.
Right on. Come on. Ooh, that's shitty. See, South Dakota outscored Oregon 38-33 in the second half.
Wowzers, Bowsers.
That's bad. Even if we're playing with the lead, she just dribbled it out. That's fair enough. Final score, 67-47. Aaron, what are your thoughts on this game?
It's not a very promising start, but we continue forward, and that's the most important part, right?
Exactly. You survive, you dance.
You never know what's going to happen. That's the whole thing. This game sucked.
Yeah.
Comparatively to how you would want to see you play inside the tourney. But maybe next game we're going to be hot fire. Who the hell knows? It's always crazy.
we get to, I'm going to say like the Elite Eight, then this whole season is not, it just feels like, you know what? Like they weren't the best, really tough conference. They had a good season. I can't wait to see them next year. If we get knocked out in this round, like that's something you got to sit on the whole offseason, and that is tough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you're saying, if I'm correct, that means next game is the Sweet 16?
No. I would say that's where I want to get, and next is round of 32. This was the first round of 64. Next is round of 32. We will be playing Georgia because they did in fact beat Drexel. And then, then we should just wait and see because Georgia is not an easy out. Aaron Bully doing the post-game presser. That's nice to see. UCLA had a big win, obviously, 67-40. Oh, no, that's men's. They're showing men's. I thought it was the women's team. They also won big, I know. I don't know. I'm glad we won. It would have been a disaster to not win. We won by 20 points. We did better, much better. I should say much better shooting because we shot 60% from the floor, 50% from three-point range, 6 of 12, and 100% from the charity stripe. 15 assists, 11 steals, 6 blocks, 22 turnovers. That is why we're going to lose probably in this contest.
How many points did we score in the fourth?
In the fourth quarter, we scored 17 points. They outscored us in the third and the fourth.
Our best quarter was our first quarter.
Absolutely. By far. We scored 25 points, 9 points, 16 points, 17 points. And I do love this, all the team rooting for Aaron Bully. I will say it appears, just from watching the screen, it appears the energy is there. Like these Ducks aren't defeated. They want to go on a run. They are stoked to go on a run.
They have to.
They got leaders. Exactly.
They have to at least believe that they can win the whole thing. Even if they know that they're not going to win the whole thing, they have to believe right now because to not do so, this is great.
They're crowding around Bully because she got over 1,000 career points. There are genuine smiles. I love seeing Lydia Giomi out there. It's Sabali is a little ginger, but I mean it's clear that I don't think it's anything too serious. I really don't think so. Hey man, that's good. We're going to ESPN. Actually, the game appears to be on. Yeah, so we will be back on Wednesday, Aaron. I believe so. We'll talk about this later. But Wednesday, Oregon will be playing Georgia.
So we got us a Wednesday stream. We got us a Sunday stream.
And hopefully more.
And then after that, baby.
Who knows?
The moon.
The moon. Aaron, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Our streams have been, we went from coffee to sunglasses at night. The full spectrum, baby.
Crazy, man.
Looks like
I've been drinking coffee this whole time.
Thanks, dudes. Take it easy. Quack, quack, quack. Thank you, Taco Apocalypse. You know we love you. So Wednesday, Sunday, and I think if we got the moxie for it, we may also be doing a podcast app, but we're going overtime right now, so we'll see how much energy we got. At Quack12 Podcast on Twitter account, Quack12 Patreon, if you want to get the good shit. We got levels starting even from $1. $5 is the real good stuff. You get everything with that. And you can give us $1 million too a month if you want. And then, hey, why don't you go to Apple Podcasts? Why don't you give us 5 stars? Leave us a comment. Helps other people find the show. And we will be seeing you on Wednesday at a time to be determined. Aaron, what do you got to say to our fans?
Oh, man, Adam, I just want to go ahead and tell you that I am just so happy that we've gotten to...
Uh-oh. Oh, no, he's... All right, folks, we just got to go.
I'm just kidding.
Ah.